guys, welcome back to another video, and as you can tell, we are in a slightly different area and with a little different of a background just because I needed more space and I was going to be standing for a majority of this video. So we are going to be going through that a little shy of 200 pop collection that I bought. I also have a little over 200 pops in a collection that I bought last week, and that is either downstairs or on its way. So I have like 400 pops that we are going to be going through, and some throughout the course of January. While we go through all the pops, we are also going to be doing more Q&A questions. I got my little list going right there. I went through all of the questions and kind of pulled ones that I wanted to answer and talk about in today's video. So we are going to do some of that. I'm really pumped about it. I hope everybody had an amazing holiday. I had such a relaxing holiday. Although I miss the big gatherings and seeing everybody, it was so nice to just spend time with my daughter. I have to tell you, like, it was just, I feel refreshed after like a holiday for once instead of feeling so overwhelmed and worked up. But before I jabber on, we're gonna have plenty of that throughout the video. We're gonna get into it. I'm really excited. I'm not gonna get too specific into the pops just because we have so many that we're gonna go through. I like to take them out of the box once I get them, check condition, go through them, and make sure that they're good for the most part, and pretty much refresh on what I got. Because I go through all of it, put the pricing together, and then, you know, I go through other stuff. So I don't always remember. We're gonna pull them out. I have like Grails in this box, I think, and then just kind of more of the miscellaneous pops that are there. We got some things that are not pops in some of these boxes, so we'll pull those out. It's gonna be fun. But I'm really excited. This is gonna be like 3 or 4 videos long between this collection and the one that I have coming in, and I'm pretty pumped about it. So it may not be a Q&A every time with it. I might have just different topics to talk about or things that you want to know my opinion on. And again, it's going to be opinion only related videos. There's going to be no facts, just how I feel about certain things. So I'll be putting some polls up on my story on Instagram. If you don't follow me over on there, be sure to. But you guys will have to let me know how you like them, and we'll see how it goes from there. But I'm excited for the new year. I hope you guys are too. Let's get into this video. All right, so we are gonna start answering some questions, start pulling these bad boys out, because I really need to get cracking on figuring out what the heck I have for inventory, you know? Let's do it. Let's figure it out. All right. So one of the first questions that I have down on here is, what pop could you never go without? Well, I could never go without my signed Ghostface pop. Like, I legitimately want to be buried with that pop. Okay. I also take protectors off of them for the most part because I don't like to have protectors on when I'm taking pictures, and Whatnot I know doesn't usually love, like they like you to take things out of the protectors when you're taking pictures so that anybody that wants to buy them can see clearly. So, you know, that's what I do. So we're just going to be kind of tossing these in a general direction. Maybe I just gently put them down because that's a lot of noise. But that is pretty much, that is a pop that I cannot live without. Marty. All right, so I actually circled back to that Lego movie question in reference to the Lego movie. If they made a Funko Pop movie, what would it be called? Dude, I still can't come up with, like, anything. I will answer that question in one of these videos, but, like, my brain is just not in that kind of creative state to rift that protector right off. All right, moving right along. So, what got you hooked on horror and creepy things? That was from Dr. Decker 99, I think. I'm gonna butcher these usernames, so my bad, guys. My bad. What got me hooked? I mean, I like stories, and I especially like creepy stories. I have read all of the Nancy Drew books. I've read all of the what is it, Boxcar Children, I mean, shout out, throw a comment down if you guys ever have read those. I lived on the Boxcar Children, like, wow. All right, next question. What is your favorite movie line from any movie? It's from Alex. I'm just gonna start saying people's first names. Aside from my favorite movie being Scream and my favorite line being, what's your favorite scary movie? My favorite line would have to be, yeah, from House of a Thousand Corpses, when Otis has, I don't remember the girl's name off the top of my head, but Bill's girlfriend, Bill the fish boy, his girlfriend, when he had her tied up, he took the gag out, and of course, you know, in any movie, everybody's like, why are you doing this to me? And his response, like every single time I watch that movie, and I know it's coming anyways, but every single time I watch that movie, I die. Like, hearing just the way he says it. Why are you doing this? Why? And he's like,
doing what? Messy up your day?
I'm just like, it's no big deal that I'm like kidnapped, being tortured, and you're gonna kill me. That's not messing up my day at all. He's just so nonchalant about it. That's probably my favorite line, is when he says that. That I can think off the top of my head anyways. Ooh, Woolly Warheads. I used to own one of these, not this one. This is a newer one, 2020. 2020. All right, what crowd did you, so there are some, not super personal questions, but there are some just not related to Funko questions that I left in here. This I thought was funny. What crowd did you run with in high school? Marie, such a great supporter, I love her. So crowd that I ran with, I mean, I played the flute from like, third grade, I think, all the way up to 11th grade. So, I mean, I don't talk, if it answers your question, like, I don't talk to anybody from high school. Literally not one person do I talk to that I went to high school with. Nope. Anyways, enough mumbling on about that, but definitely not the cool crowd. Like, I wasn't popular by any means. I wasn't, like, hated either. I just, like, I kind of minded my business. Like, I didn't really want to mingle or get into anything or any dramatic situation that everybody else had going on all the time. I hated the drama, so I tried not to be a part of it. But moving right along. Oh, this is a really cool pop. I've not watched The Umbrella Academy, but I hear good things about it. It seems pretty popular. I might have to give it a go. But we gotta start moving some of these pops out, or they're just gonna start stacking, and I'm not gonna be able to see you guys. I'm sure you'd rather look at the Funko Pops anyways, because that's the most exciting part, but, you know. Let's make some room, and I'll be right back. Alright, I made a little bit of room, pushed everything to the side, and I also think I'm just going to skip taking things out of the protectors for now, because it's just taking up a little too much time. Flocked Bugs Bunny. Alright, next question. We are going to do, if horror movies don't scare you, what does? Well, that's a good question. What scares me? Well, being a new mom, literally everything, because part of me is like, I want my daughter to like go out and experience the world and have all these great times and friends and experiences, and the other half of me is like, keep her in a bubble in a room, padded, and don't let her leave, because the world is an awful place sometimes, and I don't want anything to ever happen to her. So that's really my big fear right now. But aside from that, I have to tell you, I have an I just said I'm not taking protectors off, and here I am taking protectors I have an unhealthy fear of thinking that I'm going to be eaten by a big creature in the water. And I can leave that there for you to ponder how much sense that makes. But it's not irrational to me, because to be afraid of like sharks in the ocean feels like right, because that's where they freaking live. And like when people are like, they don't swim up shore. And I'm like, well, where's the imaginary fence in the water that, or the sign that says, sharks don't pass here? And they're like, oh, okay, no big deal, I'll go. Like, what? Maybe it's unlikely, but not impossible. Not impossible. So that's definitely something that I'm scared of. But I mean, scary movies don't like scare me. I have my moments though, you know, like everybody else. There was not a ton of anime, I'm telling. Oh, all right. Makes me happy in lots, actually. All right, next question. I'm still not, like, I'm not going through freaking names. Why am I so bad? Dante asked that. Thanks, Dante. That was a great question. All right, next one. What are some pops or movie moments that you wish were made? Dwight is an elf. Oh. I didn't even know this pop existed. It's not great when you find that. Okay, I have some good ones. So, obviously, I wish that they made, like, more of the cast from House of a Thousand Corpses. And I've been saying this for literally ever. I wish that they made, and I know that it's, like, I don't blame Funko. I know that there's a lot of, like, licensing stuff that goes into creating these characters, and there's a lot that they just can't do or don't have the rights to do. But anyways, I really wish they made for Scream, obviously, more of the cast, but for a movie moment, how great would it be with Tatum hanging out of the garage door as a friggin' movie moment? Like, what? I might have to just make that one. I think as like a side project, as if I didn't have a million going on already, I think I might make that movie moment. I'm pretty crafty. We'll see what I can put together. All right, we got a lot of Office pops in here. You're digging The Office, Marvel, ad icons. We got a few of those as well. The Hulk. This pop is heavy. Oh, it's a bobblehead. I feel like I don't see the bobbleheads anymore. I feel like they're all just the vinyl figures. All right, another question is, what is your career background? From Jason. My career background is mainly restaurant, I guess, like the service industry. I've been a waitress, a host, a catering manager, pretty much just, I've done really everything relating to restaurants. Everything from like managing to working as part of the staff to being behind and working on like graphics and marketing and sales. Really every aspect of like the restaurant business is really all of my background from like my very first job. I've had other jobs like in between, but that's definitely my background. Pretty much that. All right, what is your biggest pet peeve about Funko or the community or in general? Tom J. Biggest Funko. Ooh, Funimation. Exclusive flocked. Beerus? All right, my biggest pet peeve. That's a good one. That would have to be the fact that some people tend to think of PPG as like a holy Bible, and I mean, it's a guide. It's not set in stone. It's just like the average of what it sells for or listed for. Like, it's just stuff like that. It's not a legitimate, like, say so, this is definitely what it is worth. Because let me tell you, a couple weeks ago there was like a glitch in the Funko app, and I had, what pop was it? I think it was Zuko, like the new Zuko that came out. There was a chase, and I had the common and the chase, and it said that the chase was worth $40 and the common was worth $80. So that off the bat should just tell you that PPG is a guide, and it pulls from all these different platforms, and it's not a flippin' Bible. All right, I officially had to like clear some room because it was like stacking up. Couldn't see my questions. Couldn't see you guys. We're good. We're clean. We're going through it. All right. Next question. I hope that answered your question about my biggest pet peeve. In general, or the community, I don't really have like a pet peeve about the community. Although, I feel like it's just, I feel like people get sucked into drama. I feel like there's a lot of, I mean, there's drama everywhere, I know, but just, I mean, we all collect like toys, like little figures, or cars, or bigger figures, or cards. We all collect different things, you know, it's just not a big deal. All right, moving along. How long have you been involved with the pop community? From Trife. I have 2 questions back to back from him. How long have I been involved? Well, the actual like, community, I've been collecting for like a couple of years now, but I have been involved with the community, I'd say, since like April, really. Not long ago at all, but we've come such a long way, and you guys have helped. You guys are amazing. Ooh, black and gold Dragon Zord. 2017 shared sticker Power Ranger. It's been so long since I've actually like watched Power Rangers, but it used to be on like early in the morning before school. All right, moving right along. What is your most prized grail? Well, I mean, it's probably going to be the same answer to the other question, and like what pop I can't live without. And that would be my ghost face, my signed ghost face. I don't, guys, I just love it. I do have a signed Sid Haig, and I enjoy him just as much. Something about Ghostface, though. It's because it's signed by Ski Ulrich, which is like, somebody that I love so much. All right. Cowboy Bebop? I don't even... Anybody at all? I've never even seen this show, this pop, anything like this. Next question. Congressman, what brand of sneakers do you wear? Well, socks for one is majority of what I wear. That's a good question. I don't know that I wear a ton of sneakers. I think I have like Vans. They're not like Vans, or they're like similar to Vans. I don't know what you call them. I really don't. I forget. I'll pop up a picture of them. But I pretty much wear these or my All-Stars or my slippers. I have like the brown like Ugg slippers. Those are really just what I wear constantly. Not like a big shoe person, I guess. I don't know. Jesse Pinkman. I never kept a set for myself for the Breaking Bad. Still deciding. Still have chances, you know. All right, next question. Is there anyone you don't like in the collecting game? J-O-Pop? I mean, sure. There's plenty of people that I don't really not like anybody. I don't care for a ton of people, I guess. Definitely not something that I'm gonna talk about in this video, or I don't know if I'm ever gonna specifically call out anybody in any video. That's just not my thing. Whatever issues I have with people are my issues that I have with people, and it's not really anybody else's business, I guess. I don't really want to make it a thing because people tend to base their opinions off of the opinions of others instead of forming their own. So I like people to, you know, make their own opinion about things. I'll list something that I feel like you need to know. Wow, this one is beat up. All right. I hope that answers your question. I don't get into specific, I don't like drama, so I stay far, far away from it. And if I have any issues with anybody, like actual issues, I address it with them. You know, just try to be as nice as I can, for as long as I can. So, all right, next question. Where are you from? I am from good old Connecticut. My whole life, never left. I mean, I've like traveled, I've gone on vacation. I've never left the US. Yeah, no. Anywhere you need a passport, I've never been because I don't have a passport, so. Connecticut my whole life, man. And hopefully not for much longer because I really just can't. I love fall, don't get me wrong, it's my favorite season. And I'm okay with like a fall, spring, summer situation, but like I hate the snow. This is sealed. That'll probably be an auction thing for sure, the sealed thing. All right, next question. What pop do you not own but wish you did? You want a list? Because there's definitely not one. But if I had to rattle one off the top of my head, it would be probably the bloody Freddy Funko as Leatherface. Yeah, I want him. That is definitely a pop that I want and do not own. That, and I think the non-bloody version, those are pretty pricey. All right. What? Nope, no. Where? I totally lost my train of thought. Where the frig am I? Oh. Do you like all things horror? Jammin' Jane? Do you like all things horror? No. I appreciate all different aspects of horror. However, my love is really in the supernatural slasher genre. Not, I'm not super into like zombies or like the vampire werewolves type of things, but I appreciate them and I've seen a lot of them, but it's definitely not like my go-to type of horror movie. So it's fair to say that I don't care for some parts in horror, like some of the different movies they have, you know, different categories, I guess, but my true love is with the slashers, man, and supernatural. I love supernatural stuff. All right, next question. Have you ever trolled anyone or have been trolled on the internet? Sarah J. Or that's just a name that I don't know how to say, so sorry. Have I ever trolled anybody? No. It's another one of these cowboy bebops. All right. No, I have never trolled anybody on the internet. I don't understand the trolling. Like, you hate me so much, but you wait for me to upload to, like, comment mean things on. Well, like, do you not like me, or do you just really like me? Or are you just bored? Like, I never understood trolling. Like, in real life or the internet, if I don't like somebody, I tend to just not deal with them. So if I don't like somebody, I'm definitely not hanging around their videos. I'm definitely not, you know, wasting my time with like commenting or being mean. I'm not generally like a mean person. So I have never trolled. I just don't see the energy that some people have to, you know, make people feel bad about themselves. Why? It's just not nice. Just be a better person. All right, guys. Well, that was I think the last question that I had pulled, and we had really just gone through this one giant box, and I have a good like 60-70% of this lot left. But I think we're gonna save the rest of this for another video because I have just about rambled on like enough. So I'm gonna clean up this mess and we'll be right back. That's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments how you feeling. If you guys want me to talk about anything different, if you guys enjoy the Q&As, feel free to drop more questions down in the video. But otherwise, let me know what some of the pops you guys enjoyed seeing today. We didn't get through the entire collection, but don't worry, we will. We have many more pops coming. Like, many more pops coming. So I'm kind of thinking on maybe whether or not I should do like a series, you know, another play on like House of a Thousand Corpses, like Baby's Basement, where I ask you guys different topics that you guys want my opinions on, and, you know, Funko related or collecting related. So let me know how you guys feel. If you guys have any ideas, feel free to toss them down. Still figuring out what exactly I want to do consistently on YouTube, so I'm going to be trying out a lot of different things. We're just kind of going to see what works. But I love you guys so much. If you like the video, feel free to hit that like button. And, you know, trolls, we got that other one. I will see you guys in the next one.